Hello everybody, this is G here. Welcome to the final reaction of Scary Videos. Today the final reaction I'm reacting to is Scary Field Trip Horror Story Animation. It's about 5 minutes and 33 seconds long. Yep, let's begin. Scary Field Trip Horror Story. Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna get worried about this for the end.
Back in high school, I took a mysteries and mythology type class, or something like that. I don't remember the name of the class.
Okay.
It basically just had to do with real life mysteries and
That's our
creepy
teacher.
shit. I was into that kind of stuff. I was taking the class with a good friend, who I'll call Ben for this story. The teacher of the class took us on a field trip to a nearby abandoned village with an unknown past.
Why?
The village was built in the early 1900s, but seems as though it had been quickly abandoned shortly after it was built.
First of all, why are we going to abandon
the bus ride there was about
part?
20 minutes. All of us were glued to the bus windows as we pulled up some sketchy-looking, decrepit road cutting through dense forest.
Oh.
The road eventually led to a clearing.
Okay.
We were there. We
gotta be
stepped
it.
out onto the road, which had grass growing through the cracks.
Yep.
The grass surrounding was almost knee-high. Then there were the buildings.
Look
The
at that.
tall,
Look how
archaic
old
brick
it is,
buildings
too,
with the
y'all.
boarded-up windows all gave off such chilling vibes.
Definitely abandoned. Look
The
at all
teacher
that.
lined all 20 of us up, counted heads, and then began leading the way.
Okay.
The point of this little field trip was to use the so-called skills we learned in class to see if we could put anything together about why the village may have been abandoned so long ago.
And why
Some
is
of
it
the
so
buildings had
abandoned?
holes in the walls to serve as entryways. There
How
were
many
even
burials
holes in the
they have
ground
on
next to
here?
some of the buildings,
Holes?
seemingly
That's
dug to get
creepy.
into the basements of some of the buildings, which seemed
I
creepy.
would rather not go here.
There was
y'all.
one building, though. It stood tall.
And secondly, I would not go around here. I don't go no abandoned village, nothing like that.
Taller than any of the others.
And I mean
It
it.
just intrigued me the most.
Look at that tall one.
While the teacher was leading the group towards the village church,
What?
Ben and I decided to sneak off on our own to look for anything interesting.
Why though?
When we walked off in the direction of the tallest building,
Come after y'all.
we
like
saw a
freaking
hole in the
stuff.
ground. It was dug by the back door of the building, which had been sealed off.
Okay, that's weird.
In the hole was a ladder, which led down to the concrete floor below.
Why there's a hole
We
down there
both looked
beside
at
it?
each other and knew we had to do it.
Yep.
Ben climbed down first, then me.
Alright.
Luckily, this was just around the time Apple started putting flashlights on their phones, so we had a source of light.
God, it's so dark in here.
It was creepy down there. There were a couple of beer bottles, one graffiti tag on the wall, and
he's
dusty
excellent.
wooden planks everywhere.
So I said, he's just
There was a
here.
wooden stairway which led up to complete darkness, since all windows and doors had been sealed shut from above.
Oh.
We had already gone as far as to enter the building, so we figured we'd go up the stairs too.
Yeah, let's check it out.
I went first, and with each step, the creakiness of the 100-year-old wood made me feel as if I was going to fall through each and every step.
Exactly.
Ben followed suit. This
Alright.
floor of the building was very tight. It seemed like there were many openings going off into different, smaller rooms.
There's so
It
many
was so
holes
dark
too.
in there, you would never even guess it was daytime.
Exactly.
Ben and I were honestly starting to get creeped out in there, and agreed to go back outside.
Exactly. Yeah.
But just then, there was a noise in one of the tiny rooms. Like a big rock hitting the concrete floor.
Oh, heck no.
A
Nope.
normal instinct would be to run,
Facts.
but Ben and I froze, locked eyes for a moment,
What?
then both tiptoed over to the opening of the room.
Well,
We shined
Now,
the
Dad.
lights into the room and ran.
what happened?
We ran back down the stairs
What
and then up the rusty ladder back outside. We
What
caught
happened?
up to the group out of breath. We didn't say anything, though, to avoid getting in trouble.
Oh.
One of our classmates asked us what was wrong.
They
We
were
told
there.
him we snuck into one of the buildings,
Alright.
and in one of the rooms, when we
Alright.
shined the light into it,
What was it?
we saw 3 guys standing maybe 10 feet away from the doorway,
Oh my god.
facing Ben and I in a weird formation, as if they were waiting for us.
What? Okay, that was creepy.
As we continued following the group, we paid extra attention to the tall building we entered from the distance. And before leaving,
What?
we saw a person's face at one of the higher level windows that had not been boarded up.
Oh no.
We never
was a
told the
bad
teacher
idea.
in fear of getting in trouble.
Exactly.
We didn't know what to think. Were those just homeless people living in there? Were they gang members in hiding? Ben freaks me out with his theory. He says they were ghosts of the people who once lived in the town.
Were they?
Still, the way the three guys were just hauntingly standing there so calmly, staring at us the moment we peeked our heads through that doorway, I still can't get that image out of my head.
Exactly.
I may go back to that village one day, just to prove Ben's idea wrong.
You know what? To me, Scary View has been going on so much far by now. This one terrified me the most a little bit. It still does, isn't it? Alright, one, if you enjoyed this final scary video, this one was... God, man. Y'all, I'm sometimes soon enough, I do not deal with some banning stuff. Whatever y'all do not go and ban stuff. I'm serious. Y'all be like one of those people? Don't. Maybe enjoy this video though. Please like and subscribe for more like this. Tomorrow, season 2 of Lego Worlds and Brawl Stars animation reactions. So yeah, bye.